What's up, Armoured? This is myself, Build, and over the next couple of weeks I've got some mammoth tasks that I need to tackle that I'm not quite sure I'm ready for. Got loads of twin wall land drain, which I will be installing around the perimeter of the whole building, right at the bottom. Here's my big roll of geotextile. At the end of the next week there will be 30 tonne of pea shingle there. That's all my drainage pipes, soil pipes, all the connections just there. Here's all my inspection chambers. I've got my water and electric cable duct in, and in a few days time I'll have a couple of grand's worth of tanking product. That's to deal with this mess here. Got a load of blocks coming, a load of ballast and a load of cement to build a new retaining wall there, or a partial one. And this needs to come down slightly so it's safe and it doesn't fall on us. So strap yourself in and get yourself ready for part one, where I'll be using the digger and breaker to trench out for my electric and water for the main house, and I'll be doing a little bit of site clearance beforehand. If you caught the rest of my videos, you already know that I've run the water down to here, and it is connected to a 25mm that goes into my cart lodge. 32 runs that way. I've got another duct in that runs underneath here that I'm hoping to get my water line in, and then I'll connect it up under here. And that ducting terminates at this board here. I've also run a duct from here that goes round there, round there, round there into my electric box kiosk. So that's going to take my new power line that's going to go all the way over to the barn. I've got a little bit of an issue in the sense that I've got this is 53mm diameter, I believe, similar to the water line. So I'm running a 32mm through that one. The SWA cable, which is armoured cable, I've just worked out needs to be 25mm, which actually works out, so it's a 26.7mm diameter. I also need to run a data cable through that from the property over to the main board for my solar panels as well. I'm not quite sure I'm going to squeeze that through. I might have to run a separate line for that or a separate duct and just whip it round, because I also need to build a bit of a retaining wall for there. So maybe I'll just flip it beyond that, connect in. I've left an open trench over there as well, so I can get it into the main box. So it will be okay, we'll be okay. So the ball ache thing about this is that's where the board is, and then I need to trench over to there. So this is in the way and this is in the way, and unfortunately the local farmer's telehandler isn't available, so I need to do all this by hand. So I reckon I'm going to start up and trust the old damper, and I'll load the front bucket slightly, and so that's going to be me for the next few hours. I've just lifted my Starlink cable. We don't want to run over that. I don't care about my electric cable, that's quite beefy. Hopefully that's not going to decapitate me. Now, who's seen this bad boy? I haven't used it for a while. What I think we do is we'll drop the bucket, we'll put a couple of pallets in so I can just easily load it in, load it off. It's got a winding start. I think I got about half a tank. We'll see how we get on. I just need to do that 500 million times. It's ridiculous. I wish I bought a telehandler, but they're expensive. This little beauty was only 700 quid. It will take me longer, but I mean, I haven't got that much to do, have I? Shouldn't take too long. There's them there. I'm going to time it. Competition in the comments. How long do you reckon it's going to take me? I will tell you the answer at the end of the video. Well, I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll probably see you in a couple of days or so. We've got diggers. Woo woo. So while Dan's cutting, I'm sorting this out. So basically, I need to run in a data cable, and it's too big to go in the ducting that I've already put in with the 25mm SWA armoured cable. So I need to dig a trench here anyway, and that's going to be for a mini retaining wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the data cable in there, and I left this one open so I can splice it into that and go into my box, and then they do whatever they need to in there. So I've just took the bank back a little bit, and now I'm just going to get the 500 bucket on, or 450, and then just do my trench. Then we can lay it in, and then afterwards we get the pecker and pull that bit out over there, and the jobs are good, and you go from there. Oh no, I caught my duct for where my power line's going to go. Thank God that weren't the water's lower than that. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that out now. And if we still use it, I'll just obviously the armoured cable will go from there into that one there. This is going to be underneath foundation. I might have to run it that way. Right, so I already put a water duct in down here and the electrical duct, and then I had a board marking exactly where it finished so I can trench that, but I've ended up pulling it out anyway. So what we're going to do, that one's still all right to connect into that manhole. I'm going to cut that electric one that goes around there. We're just going to use the bottom of the trench for the retaining wall. We're going to run our duct in through there to take a 25mm SWA, and then we'll run it all the way down. I think I should be able to get it in up here with the data cable. Right, Dan's going to get on with part one. If you're watching part two, then this is what we're doing now. If you're watching part one, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, next day, Dan's done as much as he can in the little digger. He didn't want to hop across because it's only got little tracks. I was going to hop across on this one, but I reckon I'm just going to straddle it and I'll reverse it down there. I can drag this bit out in the centre, and we'll just leave the digger there because then we're going to run in the pipes. Obviously we won't get underneath the digger, but we can just chuck the pipes through, and then it'll be ready to backfill. It'll just be easier, a little bit safer. I have hopped across a ditch before over there, but yeah, that felt a little bit safer because it was just on mud, even though this should be safer. Right, that's pretty much done. There's a little bit there, but I need to stop doing that. Just leave that. I'm feeling a little bit panicked now because I see a lot's going on and it needs to be done quickly, and it's going to be raining next week. I'm not sure we're going to have time. I was going to leave the digger there and then we was going to lay everything in, but I need to pull this out here. So obviously the foundation needs to be clear there, so I need to crack this concrete out which means I need to spin the digger off the ditch. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Right, I'm going to pull that pecker over, put the bucket back on and then spin it off. Shit. Wish me luck. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Well, back to part one. This is all clear, ready for these to go in, so I can backfill that. And the reason why I wanted to do this first, I did question myself over it earlier. Dan don't think we should have done this, but I want to do this late in backfill because I've got 30 tonne of pea shingle that needs to go there, and I think it will come over here. Let me show you. This is my custom bit. You like that, don't you? Penetrates nicer, smoother, sleeker, you know. We're going to whack it through there, push it through into the barn, and then we'll then take it over here. And then we've got to do the data cable with the electric at the same time. That's going to be a pain in the arse. This should be quite easy. You can see it coming. Stop! Dan's helmet's a bit green. Dan's talking about grabbing his end. The rudeness. So this ducting is twin walled. The reason why we put the water in a duct because we've got so much bloody stuff it. You catch a rat. Yeah, there's loads of flint, so go on, push. No? Harder! Come on, put your back into it. You're not used to handling something so big. Shall I give you a hand? Huh? I'll give you a hand. It's just come out. Can you push it any more? Can you push it any more or not? Oh, it's nice and lubed up, look. It's dirty brown. Yeah, I want some more. Okay, that should do it. This is a 25mm SWA armoured cable. That's for the main electricity line. This is a data cable. That's for the solar panels, for when we've got basically too much sun and then it kicks in an immersion heater. So both need to go through at the same time. Dan's going to shove it through from there. I'm going to catch it out here. And then I'll put the butt plug on and then shove it through there, tape it to that draw cord. I'm going to run over there. Dan's going to push, I'm going to pull. Stop. You just missed me and Dad wrestling a big anaconda in the barn. That's difficult. Go on! What? It snapped. Yeah? You got all of that in there, haven't you? Right, so what? We're just pushing then? Yeah?
We're going to have to, yeah.
And tag team it?
We're going to have to.
What, both at the same time or just go one at a time?
No, not one at a time. It's just not enough. It's just too knackering.
Got too dark last night, but they're both in. Bloody nightmare. That 25mm SWA is so heavy. We've struggled with that. What we're going to do, we're just going to leave it out this end. That's enough to obviously go into the kiosk, because this isn't getting filled back in, because we're going to pour a foundation for a retaining wall there. So I'm going to backfill it from like here up there. Electric cable should go, I think it's 450 deep, and then the water should really be about 600 to stop from frost or like freezing pipes. But that, what we've done, about 500, 550. So I reckon that'll be all right. Obviously it's in there, it's in the duct anyway, so it's going to have a bit of insulation somewhat from the air. So yeah, it's backfill time. Backfill time. And then I can tidy up this whole area and it's ready for the pea shingle. And then that will be part one down. And then we've got to carry on with a little bit of part two and part three as well. I don't even know what parts there are anymore. Right. Oh, and when we backfill this, over there, when I've done the main power line, I had to backfill 100mm and then put the hazard warning plastic stuff over the top. But I've looked up the regulations and it says that, I think one of them says that you're supposed to backfill it and then you put the warning tape 300mm above it. I think it's just for like people digging basically. I looked about high and low for the warning tape. No one's got it in stock like for 1,000,000 miles around here. The closest place was near Dan's. CEF, I think that stands for City Electric effing rip-off. They wanted like 35 quid for the electrical warning tape that you can get off eBay for like 7 quid or something, but I didn't want to do that. Closest I could find with Screwfix was this. Now it says you're supposed to put warning tape in. It doesn't say that it needs to say electric on it, so we're just going to put some of this. This is actually sticky tape. I've got 3 rolls of it. We'll just lay loads of that in, and any numpty that tries to dig that up, they'll find the tape and go, maybe we should have got a detector down here. So that's part 1 done, or mostly done. I suppose this is part 1.5 over here. We'll sort that out later. Now later on I'll clear this out so we can put the shingle over there. Back on to part 2/part 3, round the back. If you're interested in watching that, then make sure you subscribe, push the bell notification. Thanks for watching, give us a thumbs up. I'll see you later. Well, that took 2 hours, and now I just need to do the tiles. 2,222 tiles.